danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent, and we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation and Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Kent State Golden Flashes, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will kick it away first. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Kent State Golden Flashes offense will have the football first. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on foot. Nothing but green grass down the middle. The 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Kent State.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Oklahoma's offense will take the field for the first time. When you look at the matchups in the passing game, you might think that this guy's going to be overmatched at corner, but I think he's really looking for the opportunity to prove that he can match up with one of the nation's best.
Yeah, and this receiver always wants the ball. He especially wants it, though, today, considering what he's up against. He told us coming into this game that he should be able to dominate and get a lot of looks. This defense is going to have to find ways creatively to get this guy matched up and covered. They're probably not going to be able to do it with just one guy with that corner out there, David, because this receiver is a difference maker.
No, and this isn't a great secondary, but they're going to have to play a great game. And this challenge is big because he's a superstar. So
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Working on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And the golden flashes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, golden flashes.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tatum. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking for space. It's Robinson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Wide open downfield. And they'll knock him down. The Sooners are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Sooners with the 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. And the Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. Push down for the tackle. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Surging forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. But see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. He throws one to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throwing on the run. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one. past the end of the period, and Kent State is out front. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. The Golden Flashes had this offense rolling. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. He makes a grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Kent State! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet here.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
They'll send the back in motion. Looking to pass. It's Latier. Under fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Touchdown, Golden Flashes. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man, it's Gibson. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Sooners in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a crease, it's Robinson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Shakes off the defender. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Sooners send out the punt unit. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Oh, what a cut! He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Let's it fly. Complete to the right. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Golden Flashes line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Pulls it in. It's Gibson. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Here we go.
Motion from the back. Second down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Gibson. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out from the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Backed up now, here's second and long. Trying the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Gives it on the option. He's in open space downfield.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll ride the running back and leap. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. He makes the fair catch just outside his own 10 at the 11-yard line. Back to pass, it's Mateer. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and he just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finds a little space.
The returner brings it out to the 47, and the Kent State offense.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires to the right. He's got it. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. The throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, they're after him. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Wants to throw on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Sooners will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to fire to the left. Catch inside the 25. They bring him down, but play will move the sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Kent State.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Kent State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. That gamble did not pay off as they bring it at the 12-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Golden Flashes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Kearney. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is the time to go out and do it.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. Looking to throw, it's Batir. A lot of defenders around on that screen. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. After the big first down sack, it's second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wants to fire on second down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. From the gun, give on the inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Flushed out of the pocket. Finding an escape route. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
And that's a
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. So now it's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got his man. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
of 16.
And the Golden Flashes are moving quickly down the field. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. From the gun, running back gets to give. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's second and 6. To throw, it's Mateer. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. Lets it fly. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
Tight end getting vertical. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but you've had the success these guys have had throwing it. You're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Golden Flashes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 5.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
That makes the score. Kent State 7, Oklahoma 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Tatum. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. On the move, it's Robinson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Rushes on him. Finds his man. It's Ott. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now facing a third and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to throw. It's Mateer. With the catch, it's Burks. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. On the move, he fires. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st down from the 43. They'll toss it to the left. Past the 30. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And you got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And the misfire goes out of the back of the end zone.
Well, this guy has had himself a day. Already over 100 yards receiving in the game, so no wonder the quarterback's looking his way, and no wonder the defense now has finally figured out.
Breaks into the open. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Kent State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. He wants to throw it again. Touchdown, Kent State! Fired in from the red zone for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Complete on the comeback.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. The stiff arm. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mateer. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Smashes him with the stiff arm. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Sooners have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Now, when I got a stud quarterback like they do, I'm going to protect him. I'm going to make sure that I keep him upright because he can do some serious damage. But this defense applying pressure and applying the hammer in this football game.
Here's the heat. Still in the pocket and fires over the middle. It's caught. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Under fire. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely shut him down. This offense has no points in this game. Remarkable job by the defense.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. And they have converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it, hoping to cut into that lead, and they did not. The lead is huge. Scrambling away. Trying to find his man in the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking down the left side. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. He's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches, so I don't mind him taking another shot there.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Steps away. Finds his tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Fires on the move. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. He makes a catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. The Golden Flashes have moved it inside the 20. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the stick.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. It'll be a draw. And he was fortunate to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Dropping back, it's Mateer. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
Roughing the passer.
They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. caught in the backfield. It's hot. And the defense had that. Oh, covered just a short gain there. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Gibson. Nice move. Creates some space. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Sategna. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the 1st down. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
The Sooners back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Now from inside the red zone. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. To the air, it's Mateer. Bringing the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. And have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go in, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football